Hey guys, hi, it's Julie, the Creative Chica. So I'm coming to you with a napkin tutorial, and I was talking to my friend Wendy today, and we were talking about this. So I'm going to show you how I did it, what I'm using, so forth. So you're going to need either some Mod Podge that you can get at the Dollar Tree in these little containers, or little bottles, or you can buy what I buy at Walmart, and that is this, and it's called Aleene's Premium Decopauge. Okay, this is 16 ounces. I can't remember how much I paid. I put a plastic in there before I seal it to keep it A, easy to open, and B, from drying out. So there you go. That's what I use. I have a little bit here. I'm going to show you a couple of things. Let me try to move some of these things over. I'm going to show you a few things, a few different techniques. Now, I have done one already, so I can show you right away. And then, but we're going to use, this is just regular 80-pound cardstock. And I'm going to take a little bit of a thick brush here. And I have water in this container that I got from the Dollar Tree. It's called a paint cup, or brush cleaning pot. It's what it's called. And I have water in there. And then this is also from the Dollar Tree. You get 3 of them for $1.25. So you want to just put a little bit on here. And then you just want to lightly brush it on. I do it from the middle and then bring it out. Make sure you get the edges really good. And the thinner you do it, the quicker they'll dry. So, but you just want to make sure you get all the edges. And so I try to get it real thin so it dries quickly. But as long as it's got the glue on there, it's going to work nicely. So just make sure you get to the edge and you just kind of brush it real thin. Okay, whoops, that's glue. Okay, see how it wants to curl up? That's okay. We just let that dry. Okay, so now I'm double checking that it went to the edge, and it did. And if you have any doubt, then just go back and add wherever you think you need it. Okay, just make sure, just wipe it wherever you think you need it. Okay, so there's that. We're going to let that dry while I work on another piece. And here's the piece that I have already done. I did it right before this, so it'll work very nicely. And I'm gonna I'm gonna talk about the iron. This is the iron. I'm gonna plug it in. This is a Steam Fast I got from Walmart about 2 years ago, and I think it cost me something like $12 to $15 is what it cost. And it works out really good. Okay, hang on, guys. Let me try doing something here. Okay, so I'm going to plug this in. The plug is right behind me, so I just want to make sure. Okay, so here is, this is the little thing for water. You don't need that, but if you need it, if you wanted to use this, it does steam. And it has a little window so you can see the max when you fill it. You can see that. And then the button goes up when you want steam and down when you don't want steam. And then you will turn it until the light goes on. There's the orange light. And then you kind of just turn it halfway, like so. I just turn it where it's going across. Now we'll let that dry a minute. I mean, excuse me, let that dry. We'll let that heat up while we pick our design. Now I have a few designs here that I can choose from, and it's either going to be the kitty cat, which I think we'll do. I mean, we can do, actually that's going to be on another one. We can do this kitty cat one on another one. It's really cute. It says Wet Cupcakes. It looks just like my Macs. So I have a plan for that. We'll do that in a minute. And then we have this one here, which is really pretty. And we'll do that one. And, or we're going to do two. this way. So I'm going to show you, and then we'll do one a different way. So this is a baking one, which is really cute for, I think, a birthday. And I think I want to do this one. So you just make sure you have something underneath. If you have, you know, a Teflon sheet, well, like I do, I have a Teflon sheet. You want to make sure it's protected. And I'll make sure I don't have any glue. I don't need to have glue on this. You can do two ways. Put a napkin underneath. I've just grabbed a new napkin. But you can also take parchment, which I use. Put the parchment down underneath. Oh, kind of like a sandwich, right? So I'm going to pull this down just a little bit so I get all the different things on here, which is super cute. I think I kind of want to get those too. There we go. Okay, so I think I got what I want. Make sure that it's a little over, because you want to make sure it gets all the edges. So it's a little over on the top and a little over on the edge and over top and bottom. So you want to cover that. And let me double check my iron. Yep, it's ready. It's on the it's pretty hot this way. So then you just hold it. Just iron over it. Stay on the parchment paper. Don't go beyond the parchment paper. You're going to burn any of your stuff. Okay. Okay. And if you have one of these, you're at least okay that if it does go over, you'll be okay. All right. Well, let's take a peek at it. Okay. Now it's hot, so you want to take a second. Okay. So there was some moisture from something there. See that little wetness here? I don't know what that was. Okay. That's okay. I'm going to put a napkin down, guys, because I don't know what that was. That was wet there. But I'm going to put a napkin down just to make sure that when I re-iron this thing, it is not going to be wet. So what I'll do is I'll use the top. I'm going to cut this because this is, well, I'm not going to cut it. I'm just going to not use it right now and let it dry. I'm going to put it this way, upside down. Okay. Cover it with parchment. It's got a napkin underneath and it's got this, so we're good. And or maybe, did I put it on the steam? No steam is, yeah, no steam is down. Okay. Just double checking my iron to make sure I didn't add steam. There's no water in it, but I'm just double checking. If you iron the back of it like I am, then you will flatten your card out and it dried that little spot. And everything looks good. And you have this, so that's good. We'll use that again. Now, I'm going to cut it. I'm going to trim it. So you want to trim. You want to trim your card real close. Well, actually, it's easier when you close it. And you can see everything. Just trim it. Okay. And this is just the base, like if you would put paper down, and then you can decorate it later. Okay, so you just trim it real close. Just kind of run your scissors along the edge. If you have anything like that, just trim it. And this is pretty good. Okay. Okay, so there you go. Now that's the base of the card. Okay, so that's the base of the card. That's one. Now we're going to do what? I'm going to do it again with that card I had. So this card is now dry. And we're going to use it again. So I'll go ahead and put that down. And we're going to use, let's see, I had 3. So I had the kitty cat. Oh yeah, that's going to be a different way to put down. I'm going to use this one. And see, there we go. I'm going to use this one. That's pretty. So cute. Doggy here, kitty here. And I will go ahead, put it on top. And rub it down. So cute. I love doing it this way, you guys. You can do these ahead of time, like glue them, apply your glue, and just let them all dry. And with this stuff that I'm using, it doesn't stick. So I really like that it doesn't stick, this glue that I'm using. Okay, this one's pretty good. This one didn't warp. So maybe using a towel or something underneath is the ticket for doing that. Okay, so I'm letting that dry a second and letting it cool off. And then I'm going to trim it. Again, you just trim real close to the card. Okay. And I'm going to show you guys another method that I normally use, but I use an embossing folder with it. And all the techniques that I'm showing you are not new. There's certainly tons of videos like mine out there, but I'm just doing this for my friend Wendy, who wanted to see the process and what I'm using. So that is why I decided to do a video. Okay, look at that. Isn't that pretty? So there you go. There's that. We are going to be doing a third one, and we're going to do this one differently. So I'm going to use this just to protect my space. So what I'm going to do with this one, so adorable. Oh my goodness, this cat is too much. So what I want to do is see that there's space here. So I'm okay with that. I'm just going to glue, I guess I'm going to glue about this much. I'm going to leave about this much. Okay, I'm going to glue the rest because I'm going to be gluing. Oh, actually, let me think. I'm going to be putting a piece of cardstock there that I have a piece of here somewhere. Here it is. I'm going to be using some of this stuff, like a little cupcake thing. So maybe we will use the whole. Maybe I will glue the whole thing. This is Elmer's Craft Bond Extra Strength Glue Stick. Okay, it is a permanent bond, acid-free, photo-safe, non-toxic. Okay, so bring it up a little bit, and then you're going to glue again the same way as you did the other one, with all the edges, go all the way to the edges, because you want to make sure that you got all the edges and everything so that it sticks, so it doesn't come up on you. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to glue this down. So I'm going to take this cute little napkin, decide where I want it. I think right there. And see how I'm doing this? I'm just kind of rubbing it from the center out. Center out. Just rub it out. There you go. See that? Okay. Now, I am going to be cutting it still, but I'm also going to decide where I want this. So this is going to go on the edge of the card here, like that. This is just for now. I can pull this back up because it's very forgiving to cardstock. So I can do that. Let me just, I think I'm going to add some to the cardstock itself. Let me think how much I need. About so much. I'll cut it here. It is already sticky, but I'm going to apply more onto the cardstock itself. So it'll really be there. I don't want that coming off. Okay, so I got the sprinkles. I'm going to go a little over on each side. And just up to the edge on the card. There we go. Cute, huh? Isn't that cute? Like with the sprinkles on his nose and then the sprinkles on the card. So cute. Okay, so let's open this up. See how there's a little bit of, this is the one thing that you have to make sure with these is to make sure it's glued all the way on the edges. And you can check your edges just kind of go through the card and pull back. So there's a little more here. Okay, and these are all good. It was just the corners, and sometimes that happens, that happens to the corners. Okay, so there's that. And now what we're going to do is we're going to cut that. I'm done with the iron. Let me turn it off so I don't get burnt. Put that aside, and we will do this. I'm going to trim it. Just trim it real tight, just like you do with the other cards. This one we're going to, I emboss this one because that's what I normally do when I put it on with a glue stick. I will emboss. Okay. I like to do it from the back so I can see if anything's hanging off the edges. Isn't that cute? Oh my goodness. So cute. So, we're going to find out, let's see how we're going to do this. Okay, so we have 3 cards here, and we're going to, so these 2 are done with the glue, so I can decide if I want to emboss either one of these. I will be embossing the one with the kitty, for sure. I'm going to be moving my water, so I don't spill it. If I could just find a spot. Hang on. We're going to do this real quick. I'm going to move that. And I should be moving my glue out of the way. Okay, move the glue out of the way. Trying to get anything that could wet and hurt my stuff, right? So, now I'm going to take a look at my embossing folders and see, oh yes. Well, I have this one. This is like a curly one, and I think I'll use it for this one, for this fancy one. And then for this one, oh my gosh, you guys, I should have thought this beforehand, because I have so many. And let me see what I got. Oh, I have them with these little dots. Yeah, like this one. This is a new one, but this is more of a, yeah, I don't know about that one. There's that one. This one's called Swiss Dots. I use that one a lot. I may use that one. This is cute. That one's cute too. Trying to get one that's kind of open. I think I'm going to use, I don't want to distract from the picture, so I think I'm going to use this one here. That's called, oh, I don't know. It's by AliExpress. I don't know what it is, but I don't think that would be too bad. I think that's kind of cute because this dot one might distract too much. So I'll go ahead and use this one, and I'll show you guys how to use these. I'll get my cuddle bug out, and we'll get started. Okay, so here's my cuddle bug. And we're only going to use it for 2 cards. So I'm going to put that aside, put that here. It's so pretty. I love my cuddle bug. I love the color. So beautiful. It is like a French blue or pastel-y kind of blue. It's so pretty. I got it right before they stopped selling them. Okay, so I'm going to get my plates. And so my plates, you need your A plate, like that, and then you need your 2 other plates, your 2 B plates. So I will put, sorry about my cord, guys. I have a microphone on because sometimes my voice gets too low and I'm afraid you guys can't hear me very well. Okay, so let's do this. And we will do, so what I normally do is I put the top, I just kind of sandwich it like this. And then the back is not going to have anything on it. It's just going to be that. So then I put on a B plate. And if you have a Sizzix, you guys have your own sandwich, the way they do things. This is just the Cuttlebug one, which is easy for me. Okay, there's that one. That's pretty. Get this off. It's like a swirly background. This is what it looks like. Really pretty swirly background. What this does is it presses the paper together. So that is why I did it, so that it wouldn't lift up. And that's why I've done that. And I'm going to do it with this one too. This one for sure. Because this one I just used my Elmer's Craft and Bond glue. So for sure I want to use it on this one. I mean, it may stick. I don't know. But it may not. So let's try to do it. I think. Let me think about the way I'm doing this. Yeah. The raised part is in the back. Okay. So you want to put it so the raised part is in the back. And for this one, I'm going to flip it this way. Okay, so it's going to be like so. Okay, so you put in your A plate, a B plate, your folder with your card in it. Okay, folder with your card in it. And then your B plate. Kind of push that in. There we go. And then just run it through. That paper's thick. I think it's 110. I don't know. There we go. I've never cracked any of my plates or anything like that. So it's okay. Oh yeah, that was perfect. Can you see that, you guys? Oh, it was this that made it thicker. But isn't that cute? With all these little... You'll see it in the back. I'll show you the back. See that stitching? Isn't that cute? Oh, I love this. Okay. So that's that. Let me put this up. Get it out of my way. So that's how you do it. Wendy, I hope you understand now how you do it. This one I didn't do anything to. I'm going to leave just like this because I did iron this one. I'm very confident that it won't come up. And with these others, I was pretty confident with this one too, but you, like I said, you can do the embossing folder. For me, doing it with the glue stick, I would definitely run it through your embossing, through an embossing folder. So there's that. I didn't do the back because I want to put words on it, so I just did the front. And I just think that's super cute. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed watching that. Again, it's not my idea. It's all over the internet. But that's just how I do it. So I just wanted to show you guys how I do it. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching that. So I will see you guys in the next video.